Stop buying silver. Those were his last words. Dealer quits after decades in the game. What does this tell us? Stay to the end of this video to learn from his experience. I certainly learned a lot and I'm changing my game. Also, stay to the end to hear my viewer comment response. It may be your comment. To understand why a dealer would quit, we first need to look at the major differences between gold and silver. Yes, gold is out of reach for many of us, and silver can be bought for a fraction of the price. However, decades ago, when I first got into silver and gold, precious metals, I was reading a lot of Q. David Bowers. If you've never read any of his work, I highly recommend it. He's a numismatic author. Arguably, he is the numismatic author. He's the go-to guy for anyone collecting rare coins. And at the time, decades ago, I was not stacking gold or stacking silver. I was assembling a collection of rare coins. Even if you're just stacking precious metals, I recommend you check out his writing. He's my favorite storyteller, and he has a real talent for engaging the reader in such a way that you forget you're reading about precious metals or rare coins. Again, I was not stacking gold at this time, and I think a lot of us started off that way. Even if you're just picking up junk silver, constitutional silver, you were excited about the history of the old coins and the feeling of patriotism that brings, you get from holding these coins in your hand, you get that feeling. Now, Q. David Bowers says this, and he says it often. Don't think about your silver or your gold coins as an investment. Buy what you like, because eventually, 10 or 20 years from now, the value always increases. Keep in mind that he started his collection 80 years ago, and he was able to be a pioneer in the world of rare coins. I say that because my experience turned out to be entirely different. I took a solid 10 years to collect rare gold and silver coins. I had a great time building my collection, but after a decade, I looked at the value of my coins and everything was remaining stagnant. If you missed my video on 10 years of rare gold, check out my channel. What was I looking for after 10 years? I was hoping the premiums on the silver and gold coins I purchased would increase. These were numismatic coins. These were rare coins. The bullion value increased, and I was expecting to see a jump in value for the numismatic premiums. I did not. That was a painful lesson. As I moved away from the Q. David Bowers theory of rare coins and became a silver and gold stacker, I have followed a similar method that many of you have heard me talk about. Why buy silver when you want gold? That has been my mantra. If I can put aside $30 per week for an ounce of silver, sometimes more, then I can delay my gratification and save that cash up for a few months to buy fractional gold. It was frustrating at first, but I feel more satisfied building a gold stack than I did silver. And hearing about this silver dealer quitting really solidifies that emotion. There's just something exciting about holding gold in my hand. I don't get the same feeling with silver, and I think that speaks to the market. The other method I've used to buy my gold stack, first hit subscribe. The other method I've used to stack gold is collaboration. What? I know that is the response I hear when I talk about collaboration. We in this community of stackers, we are all suspicious. We are suspicious of institutions. We are suspicious of the inequality between the wealthy elites in this country and the rest of us. It is no surprise that we are also suspicious of our friends and neighbors. Stacking is a lone endeavor. That's why I make these videos. I don't like doing it alone. This is how the collaboration worked. A friend of mine, by the way, he had no interest in bullion until I proposed this. We both split an ounce of gold. Not physically. We went in together to buy and own a full ounce. This is how I got my first ounce of gold, and we still have it. Many years later, we own jointly that ounce. It makes perfect sense to me. People collaborate to purchase real estate. They live together and share the rent of an apartment or a house. Why not do this with gold stacking? Yes, I'm still alive, and he is still alive. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking my favorite movie, A Simple Plan. I love, love, love that movie. Speaking of A Simple Plan, maybe it is smart that I'm posting this video. So if anything ever happens to me, you all know I'm putting it on the video. I split gold with my best friend. So why does this dealer quit? Decades in the business, ups and downs. Why now? What pushed him out of the game? The best way I can describe his feelings is to point to one of the greatest myths of this gold, silver, rare coin market. I recently heard an interview of a terribly wealthy investor. This guy is a multimillionaire and has a long history of successful investments. One of his successes, he purchased a rare coin in the 1980s. He held on to it for a couple of decades and sold it for a few $1 million. Everyone clapped their hands. Everybody congratulated him. It was a big sale. I can't remember his name, but I think he was involved with Harvey Stacks. So the point is, during this interview, you're not going to believe this, he said that if he could do it all over again, he would have never bought that coin. After he did the math, he would have made more money had he never purchased the rare coin and instead purchased real estate, put the money into real estate. He said he never even held the coin. It was strictly an investment and not even a smart one, he felt. That was his opinion. This blew my mind. Now, this dealer that just quit, he's hanging up his gloves, not retiring. He's starting another business completely outside the world of precious metals. For months before he quit, he had been complaining to me that silver was a horrible place to store wealth. He saw it as a bulky metal that took up too much space, and he also complained that it was not truly precious. This is what he felt. He felt it was not truly precious metal the way gold is because this planet has an abundance of silver. His parting words to me, as he hung up the phone to start this new life, he said, "Put your money elsewhere, period." Ouch. Now, I'm eager to hear your comments. Please let me know what you think. See you.